You ready? Hi, my name is Penny Carroll, owner-broker of PCA Real Estate, and with me today is my very own son, Joe Carroll. How long have you been selling, Joe?
This is my 10th year.
We love real estate.
Mm-hmm.
There's some goods and bads to it, but we really do love real estate.
Yeah.
And I think one thing that we love the most about it are the people that we meet and the people that we can help.
Yeah, I enjoy helping people.
And we get to see some pretty cool properties.
Mm-hmm.
We get to see a variety of properties too.
Mm-hmm.
So before we talk about the market condition today, I was wanting to, we'll get into the market condition, but today we'll be touching on selling your own property.
Yeah.
That's something you're experiencing right now.
Yeah, and I think it's good that we as real estate agents should do that. I'm going through it now, and it's good just to be on the other side of the transaction as far as typically I'm helping people go through this, but now it's my own. It's more personal, and I get to feel all the emotions that everybody else goes through during the transaction.
I think all the emotions that strikes a chord.
Yeah.
Because sometimes as real estate agents being on this side of the transaction, we know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
And when something comes up, if you've got termites, if you've got high levels of radon, different things like that, we can take that in stride because we see it every day.
Right.
But as a homeowner where it affects your equity, then that strikes a
little different
chord.
feels.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about that. But before we do, how is the market, in your opinion, doing?
I think it's doing good. The rates have gone up a little bit, but we've been at a 4-month low. Mm-hmm. We are starting to see multiple offers again. I had a client last night, a house got listed yesterday in the morning. They sent me a request that they wanted to see it the next day, and it already sold that day.
Oh, wow.
And it's $300,000. It's not, it's not a lower price point home.
Right. And then 2 days on market, if they look back at the history of it, October to maybe middle of January, those days on market are going to be a little longer. Yeah,
we have Thanksgiving. The rates were high. We have Christmas, New Year's. People are doing their sometimes Christmas vacations.
Sure.
They're spending money, obviously, on Christmas and holiday stuff. So
you talked about the rates being high. I like to say that the rates were higher, not high.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
If we go back 30 years or whatever,
right.
That's not. They're still good.
Right. What are they? I know we're not lenders, but are they teetering just under 6?
Just around 6 is what I was seeing.
Yeah, not bad at all. Okay, so now let's get into the topic of you selling your own home. So there's things that can come up. Have you experienced any things on yours that have?
Yeah, they were 2 completely different transactions, which there's no transaction that's going to be the same.
Right.
But, first one, an investor came in and bought a duplex of mine, and it was very smooth, didn't ask for anything. It went flawlessly well.
Knock on wood.
We close next week.
Let's touch on that just a teeny bit. Sometimes transactions, the stress level of those and how smooth the transaction goes is just not dependent upon the property itself. It's also dependent on the temperament or the experience of the buyer.
Correct.
So when you talked about yours being a duplex and then an investor coming in, there's not quite as much of emotion in there.
No, they've been in the game typically before, and they know what they're getting into and what isn't or is big items that they may want to ask for. And it's been a great experience on that one. Okay.
And then the second property that you're selling right now or getting ready to close on is a single family home. And talk to me a little bit about that transaction.
That one, it's not that's been bad. It's just been more, you're having somebody that's buying it to live in it, which is great. There's just been some other stuff that came up, and it's just a different transaction.
Yep. And so sometimes in those transactions, you accept a purchase price, not necessarily you, I'm just saying in general, accept a personal purchase price thinking, okay, this is what my equity is going to be now, X amount of dollars after everything's paid out. And you need to kind of go into that thinking this is what we hope the equity is because there might be inspection items. On your particular situation, if it's okay to visit about it now, there was some roof issues that came up.
Yeah, there was 2 layers of shingles on there, which I maybe should have caught when I bought the house, but that was years ago, and I was just excited to get in there.
Yeah. Was it it was your second home purchase.
Second one. Yep. But yeah, we got a new roof put on there, and there was some windows weren't working properly and stuff like that, but we got it all taken care of, and both sides are happy.
And how helpful was it for you in walking through those two transactions to have trusted contractors or a home inspector that you could lean into?
Yeah, that's huge, because a lot of, like, I had the roofer, I contacted him and he was out, got me a bid that night, and then was out, I think it was 10 days, 11 days later, and it's done.
He even delivered shingle colors right to your office,
Yeah.
so you could choose them right then. Yep. So I think that's all that we want to talk about today. I want to emphasize the part that we have a wealth of contacts that can help us with our home buying issues that pop up. And we like to be a source of information to those that are going through a transaction, because it can be one of your most emotional things that you do.
Oh, for sure.
Yep. So anyway, thanks for joining us, Joe. You do a great job, son.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week on Penny Cents.